So it's almost midnight. It means it's just the time to head out for the journey. Also, like just an S tier activity. Like generally, I feel like it just provides so much peace in mind, and even like going through the same places that you've been during daytime, it just doesn't feel the same. It feels different, and it's something that is so exclusive and beautiful about it. It's just like whole city is just for you. Alright people, 10,000 steps in. It's been 1.5 hours almost, and so far so good. I'm not really feeling like anything.
Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩き帰らないでと泣いたあの季節が今目の前 Stay with me 口癖を言いながら二人の時を抱いて
So 1/5 of the way is done. I'm feeling kind of sleepy right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's really quiet, like there's literally no traffic out here. Literally like walking on the street, like nothing is going on here. Also, you know what I'm thinking? Since 1/5 of the way is done, maybe there is a tip I can share? Indeed, I have one. But first I have to reveal something to you. Basically, this isn't my first time doing this challenge. It's actually my third. But you see, I never actually completed it fully, ending the first one at 85,000 steps and the second one at around 93. Meaning, I have quite a bit of experience on this topic, and that's why let's roll with the first tip. This one is about footwear, basically your shoes and socks. Look, friction is not something that you normally think of when walking, but when you go for extremely long distances, this is actually your biggest enemy. Like, I'm not kidding when I'm saying that it's gonna turn your heels and your feet into a fucking meat sack. So in order to avoid that, you have to consider two things. Basically, that your shoes match the environment that you're in, like the temperature and the landscape, and the second one, they should fit you perfectly. And for this one, I use New Balance's 2002 Rs, I think, which are pretty great shoes, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's kind of it for this tip. I'm wondering how that guy's doing over there. Wish him luck. Alright, I'm here to complain something that is totally my fault. But bro, it's so fucking cold out here, genuinely. I thought this jacket was gonna cover it. Nah, bro, I gotta tough it out. Yeah, anyways, it's like 4 a.m. It's gonna be sunrise soon. And I'm really excited for that. I got some vending machines. Yeah, I want some caffeine, I'm not gonna lie. out the view out here. It's awesome. Alright guys, it's been 5 hours. We are third of the way in, and so far it's been pretty good, but I feel like by 50 to 60,000 my feet are gonna burn like fucking hell. So yeah, let's keep it flowing. My favorite thing about the city is how many like drinking fountains they really have. You cannot stay not hydrated here. And I absolutely love it. Welcome, I'm at Jakominiplatz, which is like one of the busiest streets in the whole city, and I just hit 40,000 steps. Hope it was seeable. You know, a lot of people like go to work right now, go to study, they commute to their appointments, and me, yeah, we aren't gonna talk about that. Instead, we should talk about our next tip. So the next tip on the list is about nutrition and hydration. So starting off with nutrition, do you know how much calories does it take to do 100,000 steps? Like a lot of them, ranging anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000 calories. You ideally want to have a really good meal before the challenge and even better one afterwards. Before starting, I actually made myself some mac and cheese with some ground beef, which had like a lot of carbs, which is basically the fuel that you would need a lot of. The following part is about hydration, which is basically me telling you to drink water. But really, a lot of people forget about that, and then they wonder why they have those weird headaches and they are feeling like really sore. All that is a direct result of minor sleep deprivation combined with a really long physical activity. So in a perfect scenario, you should drink like twice as much water as you usually do in a given day. This is basically it for the second tip, so let's get back to the video. Following this tip, I'm gonna head out to the store and get something to eat. So first what you wanna get is this thing called margherita. I'll take some chicken. But then you wanna grab 2 of these to top the meal off. Some energy. All right, so I got my food. I paid for everything about $4.13. Check is fucked, but I hope you see it. Also, I should take into account the energy drink that I bought previously from the vending machine, but I paid with the card. So it's like minus 180 to that. I'm at some random closed bar, so it's a pretty chill spot and no one is going to kick me out. And yeah, let's enjoy the meal. Bon appetit! Guess what, baby? We're halfway through. 50K, it's 8 hours, 47 minutes. I'm feeling kinda tired, not gonna lie. My phone is practically dead, so I'm gonna head back home, charged my camera, my phone. The refuel stage is done. My phone is almost finished charging. My camera is fully charged. I changed the fit so it's gonna be more adapted to the temperature. And I think we're good to go. You know, a big part of being in an intersection is basically waiting, but the problem is it kind of wastes a lot of time when, you know, steps aren't flowing. So what I end up doing almost every time is just going fucking circles. You know, it just keeps the steps flowing and flowing and flowing. Yeah, that's gonna take up ages. I know, all right. Alrighty, so I missed it a bit, but it's already 60 on the screen, and you know what's gonna happen. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The third tip is to be minimal. And what is meant by that is to take as least stuff as it's physically possible. When I was researching about this topic, I looked at videos of other people and how they did this challenge. And what I've noticed, a lot of them were wearing like those big bags with them, was all the gear, the protein bars, those weird water bottles. But I genuinely think that it is just redundant, because there is almost anything that you cannot buy with money. I would recommend just taking a bit of cash with you and purchasing the things on a go, instead of having all that just laying behind your back and having extra wear and tear on your shoulders. So yeah, that was my third tip. Let's head back to the video. Alright guys, I got 69k on the watch, and I came up to get some food, some kebab, some Monster, 7 in total, and yeah, we got it done, and the rest of the way is gonna be like a downhill battle. Alrighty, so I got 80,000 steps right now. It's been a pretty tiring journey. I felt like after 75,000 it just started going downhill like really fast. Before that I was just like holding. I felt a bit of a soreness in my knees, but that comes naturally when you walk for long distances. But this shit is just on a different level. Especially I feel the mental aspect, because I feel kind of stupid. I can't even describe it. It's just, stuff is just more foggy, and even, from visual perspective, it's just really much more bleak and like less saturated. So I think by the end of this, I'm gonna go to bed and sleep like a baby. Anyways, here's your fourth step. Don't miss it out. You won't, because here I am with my fourth step. Basically, this one should be kind of obvious, but no intoxicants. And by that, I mean like weed or alcohol or anything that fucks with your cognition. So, the story behind that is during my second go at around 60,000 steps, I started to feel this weird pain in my right leg where, it was really sore and, it was really uncomfortable. And basically, the first thought that came into my head was to get stoned. So I took my pipe, I took the lighter, and probably the wildest sativa strains that I ever had. And you might kind of guess what happened. Basically, I tweaked out and, I felt really uncomfortable around, people and public. And the worst part about it didn't even fucking help me with my leg pain. If anything, it made it even worse. So it's kind of needless to say that it wasn't really a fun experience. Instead, I would highly recommend to drink like a lot of coffee or energy drinks because it kind of shuts off your sleepiness, which will help you like a lot. So yeah, that's for the first tip. Let's see me struggle. I believe I'm genuinely like really slow and a bit sluggish right now. But basically, my biggest wish right now is just a can of Monster. It's actually gonna be the fourth one this day. That's probably not good for the health, but I do what I gotta do. All right.
20 minutes later.
Well, I just had a Monster and the most horrific cheese bun ever. And I mean so bad that I need to buy something else to just cover this taste and like this disgust. Wandering right now at the graveyard and I don't know, bro. This challenge kind of got really like hard by the end of it. Like I know it's just last hour, but holy fuck, the really mental things began at like 70,000 steps where I was a bit dissociating when talking with like friends, because I met like my girlfriend and she met her friend and we kind of hang out a bit. But after that, I don't know, it's like some sort of mental decline even, bro. Like I generally just start feeling a bit like silly and then like funny. Guess what? Guess what? Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on. Woo! Fuck yeah. 100,000 fucking steps. It took me 18 hours. It was 72 kilometers. And I burned like 4,000 calories if I can trust that app. Holy fuck, bro. 100,000. That is absolutely unbelievable. I'm absolutely exhausted right now. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come home and get to sleep. Hooray! So here is my absolute last tip. It's probably as important as the first one. Planning is the key. And here you take into account like a lot of things, like where you want to go, what you want to take with you. Look for, the proper weather so you wouldn't get wet under the rain. Whom you want to take. Even the small things like, I don't know, a playlist of songs or podcasts that you want to listen during your go. Because what is not really mentioned a lot is how really boring walking for 18 hours really is. So yeah. This is the list of 5 tips that you should consider if you want to replicate this. But if you're just interested to see how it was for me, here is the aftermath of what happened. Alright, so here's the aftermath of what happened. Basically, as soon as I came home, I just went to sleep like right away, and I slept for like 12 hours. And now I feel only a bit of pain on my waistline and also to my quads, but generally I was expecting it to be much worse, and my recovery gonna take, I believe, like 2 days or something. Anyways, if you like the video, I would appreciate you subscribing or following my TikTok that I kinda abandoned, but I'm gonna keep posting, okay? So yeah, I appreciate you for watching this video and have a great day. Saya.